I have been pulling my hair out this week trying to get custom inputs working for a FrontEndMentor challenge. I've also been working through the Odin Project, and I finally started the weather app. Stick around to see what they look like. Hello, welcome to the series where I show you what I'm doing to try and become a web developer. My name is Craig and this is week 29. Let's dive straight in to see how much time I've spent on web development this week. The total time is 20 hours and 25 minutes, and that's broken up as 10 hours 30 for tutorials, 9 hours 30 for projects, and then 25 minutes for career stuff. The time is up week on week, but it is down on my usual time. I went for some drinks on Friday afternoon with some old colleagues. That was really good fun. Feeling a little bit fragile today. What have I been learning? Well, last week I talked about learning some design skills because if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm terrible at designing websites. So I spent all of Tuesday going through Skillshare, looking for a few courses to learn design skills with, and I'll be honest, they weren't brilliant. I think they were mostly geared towards graphic design rather than web design. It didn't even mention things like white space, letter spacing, anything like that. There was two videos which kind of stuck out. One was talking about trends for 2022, but unfortunately again that was aimed more towards graphic design than web design. And then the other one was on about getting kind of inspiration. It mentioned sites like Dribbble, Behance, and Awards. These are sites that I know of, but I still haven't really looked into them that much. Unfortunately, I still haven't found a good course on Skillshare yet. Maybe I'm just not using the right search terms. But there is a YouTuber that I do like. His channel's called Design Course. I'll have that link down below if you want to check that out. And I'm going to start watching more of his videos to try and improve my design skills there. And then secondly, we've got the Odin Project. And I finished all the learning sections of the API and asynchronous code. That was really good. It was like promises, fetch, APIs, async await. I really do like async await. I know it's a bit kind of like sugar syntax for promises. I just think it's so easy to read and understand and just look really nice. I do generally want to work on my knowledge of promises a little bit more. It's still the whole event loop is a little bit kind of up in the air. It's kind of eluding me, really. I've started the weather app. I'll be diving over that shortly. My design is pretty terrible, I'll be honest, and there's still a few things that I need to work on, such as getting the search box actually working. So let's dive over the computer and see what I've been building. I'm going to go through a FrontEndMentor challenge, which is a junior challenge, show the challenge on my design. Then I've got this Giphy API that I'll go through very briefly, and I'll show you the weather app that I've started, but it still isn't brilliant. And finally, I'll show you quickly a small update that I've done on my site. I've just added a new project. So first up, the FrontEndMentor challenge. It's a junior challenge, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It's basically this slider which updates this component, the price, and then you've got this monthly or yearly billing. Fairly straightforward layout, but getting this slider and the toggle working was an absolute nightmare. I've only built it for mobile at the minute, and I had to watch quite a few videos, and I went on to W3 schools, things like that, to try and get this slider looking how I wanted it. I'm quite happy with it at the minute. The toggle button as well is quite nice, but I've just realized the toggle isn't updating the price, so there's some more JavaScript that I need to do there. What was causing me issues really is just this kind of the thumb and then the progress bar. Yep, this is the code for it. Really, it's just to do with the different selectors. I tried to combine this WebKit and the Mozilla Range Thumb one together, but when I tried to combine them, it just broke one of them, and I have no idea why. And then it was this runnable track as well, which this I got off a video, and that's how I've been updating the progress of the bar, which links from the JavaScript. So it updates this property left. So that was quite cool to learn, but it was a bit of a hassle. So the next thing I'm going to be doing on this is obviously getting this toggle button, updating the price, and then I need to build it for desktop. There's a few things that change, like this negative drops and actually has discount on the end. And yeah, this becomes a 2-grid layout at the bottom and top, I believe. So a few changes that finish off next week. Good little challenge. Next up is just this really simple kind of GIF API thing. I have one issue, and when I click new image, I don't know if you saw that, but it has like uploading image at the bottom, and that disappears too quickly, and I can't update that for some reason. It's just not working well. But you can search, we'll search for dogs, and it will bring up a new dog image. So that was quite fun using an API. This one's using fetch with async and await. Next up is the weather app. And as you can tell, the design is god awful. I really don't like this blue. I might, let's just see if I can change the blue quickly. I want to go like a more gray blue, maybe something along that line. And then I change the text color to white. These links at the bottom all work. You know, they open up in a new tab. The search box doesn't work yet, but all the API is working nicely. And the toggle for Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius. So the images themselves are pretty naff. Mostly because, like this one, I've stretched. So these little icons, they come from the API, and I believe they're set at 100 pixels. So when I stretch them, they just look terrible. Similarly, this background image, I thought it would have been a good idea. So it updates on like rain and stuff like that. So if it's sunny, it will have like a blue, clear sky, and or it's a flower thing, I can't remember. But there's different images depending on the weather. And yeah, it's just not great. The quality's bad, and I might go about and change the design again. These are going to end up as like 3 different cards with a button to click up and down to scroll to the next time frame. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'll bring up my code. So I've got quite a lot of code. I'm using Sass as well. I do like using Sass. But yeah, I've got like retrieve the data, then you process the data and different displays. So the future weather display, that's going to be the little 3 boxes. It's nice using Webpack and JavaScript to build all this. It does point me in a nicer direction for learning React. And then finally, my website. Just a little update to the projects. I've added the to-do list project there. And I forgot, but I need to add the tic-tac-toe project. That one I was quite proud of, so it'll be nice to have that on my portfolio. I'm not sure if I should remove some of these projects. I don't know how many I should really have. I also removed the free code camp at the bottom, one of my footers, and updated the hover state. I haven't really been using free code camp at the minute, so it's probably best to leave that off my site at the minute. That's everything for week 29. I have applied for a part-time job. Hopefully, I'll get some feedback or an interview. That would be great. It's just so it will help with my bills in the future. I don't want to stop learning web development. I love it. I love coding. Next week's going to be very similar to this week. Hopefully I'll finish off the weather app and I'll finish the FrontEndMentor challenge, make sure the desktop and everything works. And I want to add the tic-tac-toe project to my portfolio website. Once I've finished the weather app, I'll just continue through the Odin Project course. And I'll be going through YouTube and Skillshare to look at improving my design skills again. All the links to resources will be down below if you want to go check them out. As always, I'd greatly appreciate your thoughts and advice. And if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you smash that like button. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. Hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you later.